Hi everyone, it's Fifi Starchild. How are you all doing? So, I've got some more evidence to share with you today because something happened again. And what I've been doing is I've been staying in the presence and I've been meditating and just following my intuition. I've not been doing any busking. It's hard to not do it. I so love doing it, but it's just not the right thing for me at the minute. And so I'm really, really trusting that what I'm doing is the right thing. And I got some evidence today to show me that it is. Some more evidence to share with you that what I'm saying and what I'm teaching is true. So I went for a walk this morning, right, which was lovely, and kind of because I can be the observer with myself, like I've been observing myself, like when I have an idea and I think, right, I'm going for a walk, and I go, right, okay, so which route shall we go? And then it's like it changes at the last moment. Like I was like, right, I'm going to go around the park. And I had a route in mind, but then the next thing was like my body just kind of kept going towards the ocean. And so I kept going towards the ocean. You see my flowers. And I walked down towards the ocean, and it's important to like observe your thoughts and your guidance and stuff, right? Because this is what I'm trying to bring to you, is to trust your intuition, right? And I'm trying to show you that it is trustworthy, if you know what I mean. So I was walking down towards the ocean, and I got to the end where the promenade is, and there's like a big wall there, and like you can't go any further in that direction, but you can see the ocean. So I stayed there for a moment with Mama Ocean, and a little intuition said to me, keep walking, keep walking. So I was like, right, okay. So I turned left because that's the direction that you would go, the closest direction to get down onto the beach. So that's where I was going. And so I walked down towards there, down the car park, right? And I seen this lady there, and she had like a paddleboard and she was blowing it up, right? She was inflating it. And I was going to speak to her, but then I didn't, and I walked past. But then something just happened in me. This is the thing about staying in the moment and allowing your heart to guide you rather than your head. Because I thought, shall I speak to her? And I thought, no. And I just walked a little bit further, and then without thinking about it, I turned her back around and I just walked up to her. And I said, I've bought a dinghy, a little dinghy. I says, and I've just bought some oars for it, and I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't got my confidence in the ocean. So there's that pigeon back again. Hey, cheeky pigeon. So I was like, I haven't got my confidence in the ocean. And she said, well, we're going out in a minute. So if you want to come, you can come with us. And I said, well, I don't really want to go out of my depth yet. And she said, well, you need a life jacket. I said, I haven't got one yet. And she said, right, well, I said, but I have got a rope that kind of attaches to like an anchor for the beach. So she said, well, if you go and get them, I'll teach you how to oar. And I was like, right, I will. I'll go and get them. And I did. I went home and I got all my gear and I got all ready to go in the ocean, and I blew my dinghy up properly and, topped it up and that. And got everything I needed, and I went back down, and there they were on the ocean. And she'd spoken to the other lady about me. Hi, Jill. Hi, Rebel. And Jill waved at me and she said, so are you coming in? And I said, yeah. And they were laughing at me because me little dinghy's like for a kid, but I don't care because I just needed something really small to get going. And and she showed me how to put the oars up so that they could go in the thing properly. And then she was like teaching me to oar and that, and it was absolutely brilliant. It was such fun. I really enjoyed it. And I was just thinking to myself, wow, you know, like this morning when I was having my cup of coffee, I had no idea. But you know what? For the last 2 or 3 years, I've been trying to get out in the ocean with me dinghy, and I've been out a couple of times, but like I didn't learn anything really, and I didn't have my confidence. So she was the perfect person to meet, because I heard them talking on the ocean while I was prepping to get in the water, and I heard Rebel say, no, I heard Jill say, have you told her? And Rebel said, no, I haven't told her yet. And I shouted, what have you not told me? And she said, I've run a group for this kind of thing. And I was like, oh my goodness me, like no freaking way. And it's called She Leads Now as well, by the way, right? Which is just beautiful symbology again, for this energy that I'm bringing to you, you know, that I'm showing you. And so we had a fantastic time, and she's got a Facebook page and I'm joining it and everything. So, I mean, Howie, right? All of that, like, out of everybody that I could have bumped into down there, like, she was the person. And I had no idea what time it was. I had no idea what day it was. And, like, and that was it, you know. And while she was teaching me to do me oaring, she was like, come to me, find me. And I said, I've already done that, babes. You know, and I have. Because my instincts took me there. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you've got to be in that zone, you know, and that's what I'm trying to show you. So that's my story of a little bit more evidence for you. And it motivated me to make another video, because I had no intentions of making a video again, you know, not today, you know. And so, like, this is what I'm showing you, how it works. I'm just showing you how it works, you know. So, and then while I was in the office getting all my gear to make the video, as I picked up my device, my recording device, there was a post-it note underneath it, and I thought, right, let's have a look at that, you know, because this is how it works. I'm trying to show you. So I looked at it. Who's it about? Nabet Hecker. So I've brought it down, and I'm going to read you my notes on it, because she obviously wants bringing into the open today. So here we are. I'm going to, covered in sand still. I love it. Right. So these are some notes that I made, not to share, but for me. So we're just going to go through them. So it says, Nabet Hecker, the Nun. Now, the Nun, N-U-U-N, is in Egyptian mythology, is the void. You know, she's like, the Nun is like, I think it's like the sky and everything, you know. Like the Nun in the Kabbalistic tradition, it would be the Da'at. It's the void. It's the space, you know, that I'm inviting you all to start using and going into. Yeah, this is her, Nabet Hecker. I'll just read you the notes, and then I'll tap on any information that's interesting, okay? The Liberator. Now we know why it's being hidden, isn't it? A fundamental principle of the universe. Mistress. I've got the hiccups now. I've just had a energy drink. The universe, the mistress of the unseen. The mistress of the unseen. And the unseen is what it is that I'm trying to bring to you. That you've got to find your connection with. And me sweet peas touching my hair. Hello, sweet peas. Do they want to be on camera? I think they want to be on camera. There you go, girls. Give them a wave. Give them a wave. I was giving you a wave. That one. Oh, that one as well. And they lush. There you go, girls. There now. So, the unseen, right? Us humans think that the unseen doesn't exist, right? And that is how come we've been enslaved by the legal system, by the judiciary, by the government system. That's how we've been enslaved. Because we think as a collective, when I'm saying we, because I don't believe this now, but we as a collective don't believe in the unseen. We're told it's bad for you and it's evil and, or it doesn't exist, But what we don't realise as a collective is that is being used against us all the time, because the energy of the unseen is what is holding us captive. All the conspiracy theorists, right, and everybody, they can see the symbology, but they don't realise that it's the symbology that is actually holding us in certain vibrational states that's keeping us enslaved. We're only enslaved energetically, right? That's why the establishment does everything it can to keep us asleep. Because while we're asleep, we're enslaved. But once we wake up and we see what's actually going on, and once we click on to the noon, the void, the liberator, and we start to awaken to ourselves, that's when we start getting our downloads and our information, and then we start remembering who we are. And that is when they run for the bunkers that they've been building all these years. Yes, that's what they've built them for. So, this is the nameless daughter. Remember in the last video I said about Nabet Heka being the nameless daughter, the forgotten daughter of Ra. So, this is the field. We're talking about the field. Now, when I talk about the field, I'm talking about the energy around you, the air around you is conscious. That is the field, and that is Nabet Heka. And when you're in presence, you're being present in the field with Nabet Heka. So you can just make yourself known to her, can't you? Like, the air around you is conscious, and she's called Nabet Heka. You're welcome. Just looking at the time there. So, not the clock time. I'm checking the recording time. I don't concern myself with the clock time. So, the field is the birthright of all conscious beings. Now, my theory, because I don't remember everything yet, right? But my theory, I don't think our conscious mind will ever remember everything, because that's what we have to trust, is that we don't consciously remember, but we consciously remember enough to remain consciously connected with the field, so that then the field can bring us everything that we want, because that's the field's purpose, is we have to resonate with the field, and then in resonating with the field can bring us our heart's desires, you see. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's heaven. That's what heaven is. That's where we live. This is the pleroma, don't you know? The pleroma. You can Google it and have a look. We're all gods. Aspects of a god. Every single one of us. So get with the program. And then we can start making everything better for us. But we don't actually have to do it consciously, remember. You only have to consciously get to your presence in the field, and then she'll take care of everything. Him as well, we're not leaving the masculine out. We couldn't do anything without the sun, All hail the sun as well. As well. So, the field and knowledge of, remembrance of, is the birthright of all conscious beings. It's pure resonance. It's evolution. And we are here to evolve. The ones of us that are here to evolve need the field. We need to be connected to the field. It's like, I guess we've probably got like an umbilical cord to it, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Actually, I've discovered this new chakra that is at the back of the head. And they reckon that when you're raising the Christ consciousness up through your body, using the Kabbalistic tradition, it pops out there. And that must be your connection, because this area here, I've seen a picture somewhere where it's got like an umbilical cord, like a placenta connected to it. So maybe that's relevant. I don't know. Just exploring. So evolution, yes, we are evolving. We're moving from the 3rd dimension into the 5th dimension. We're moving from the man-made matrix into the natural realm, where, look at the flowers going. Hi, babies. They're so beautiful, aren't they? So beautiful. So evolution, fully empowered sovereign race. That's us. Co-creators. We must turn inward with a call to awaken and divert your power back into yourself. And that's all I've done. That's all that's changed recently. Is while I was busking, like, I was always thinking, where am I going to go? You know, and thinking about how to get there, the route, everything like that. How am I going to get there? You know, and the travelling arrangements and stuff like that. Oh, microphone, sorry. And the travelling arrangements and stuff like that. And so what I was doing, even though I thought I was being like in my own energy, I wasn't. So I was spreading all my power out like that. And that's what happened. So now I've stopped doing it, is when I'm really connecting, which is great. Oh, and hello, Marie. Thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube. You're my 3rd official subscriber. Thank you very much. And if you do like this content, please do subscribe. I don't want to monetize the channel. I'm not giving my power away. I do everything by donation, by the pure free will of the public. So it's not for monetization, but it does help with my confidence. So, okay, and it is free. It's not a join thing, so... Right. A call to awaken, divert your power back into yourself. The potential. She is the potential. And so, like, I always say that we have within us a divine potential. And she is the divine potential within us. And the sun is the divine potential outside of us. But we do come from the sun as well. So, you know... all hail the sun too. You see, the sun thought that it was going to get shoved off its perch, and it's not. You're not. So, Nabet Heka is the potential, the possibility of creation. And have you noticed in this realm, in the 3D, everything just goes round and round and round and round. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. Do you see what I mean? It goes round and round and round. That's because it's a trap to keep us asleep. But it's only so that we can awaken when the time's right. Okay, so Nabet Heka, the dark and the light, she is. The archetypal feminine void from where all creation is born. Imagine that. Like, if she's like the womb of creation, isn't she? Yeah. She's the queen of resonance, the divine feminine, the awakening of consciousness, the memory of wholeness. And sovereign means whole. So here, this is the last note. It says, God is only half of the conversation. Right? Barbelo is known in the Gnostic text as the wife of God. Nabet Heka is everything inside of us.
Ah, hi, baby.
Are you dancing for us?
She's dancing for us. Look, she's dancing. Oh, are you dancing? Wow, it's Chris Lightning.
Do 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 do. Keep talking, oh, keep talking. She's dancing. So God is only half of the conversation.
Oh, yuck. I can go over here.
And so God is the God. Oh, that bloomin' spider is so cheeky. Do you know where it is? Right? It's right where, if I walked down there now, it would be on me. Ugh. I'll sort it out in a minute. She's too cheeky. But you've got to respect the spider energy. Ugh. God's creatures, right? So God is only half of the conversation. Nabet Heka, Barbelo, Lilith are the divine feminine aspect of the God that we know. But like in Hinduism, we've got Shiva and Shakti, right? But in Western religion, she's been taken out of it. So you can see that, right? So this is the cosmic dance, isn't it? And we're clicking onto it now. This is what the awakening is. So I'm going to leave that with you, and I'll be back whenever I'm called to be back. And I'm going to go and sort that spider out. She's so cheeky. She was up there yesterday, and I brought her down with a... This garden of mine is a zero tolerance for cobwebs. Apart from a big, massive, fat spider that I thought I'd killed. Right, I went on a rampage in this garden and I killed all the spiders. Like, I was like, this is my garden. But I've chilled out a little bit now. And so I'm giving them as much respect as I can. Because I do realise that they are an aspect of me, so... But that one up there, I'll leave that one alone. I've never seen anything like it. But that's a story for another day. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you again. Please like and subscribe, and comment if you like. And if you want any one-to-one guidance, you can email me. My email will be in the description box below. I'll see you later. Bye.